Hello there guys, LazyBeast here today with a returning player guide for anybody that's coming back in patch 9.1.5 or later. When the time comes, I will be doing a 9.2 version of this video, so if you're not currently playing World of Warcraft and you want to hold on for that, then that's all good. Now this video will be ideal if you've already played Shadowlands a bit and you understand the current systems such as Covenants and Renown and Legendaries, but if not, there's plenty of other guides out there both on this channel and any other channels that can help you catch up with those. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned in the video or something that I don't cover, then please leave me a comment and I'll do my best to help you out. Right, so let's get you caught up. So Renown now goes up to level 80, and there's a new Chains of Domination campaign to complete after completing your Covenant campaign. Now this takes you to a new zone called KORTHIA, which is where you'll eventually be able to get items to upgrade your conduits to max rank, and to get an item to add sockets onto your gear. So if you're wanting to push the hardest content, this will be something that you're aiming for. More on that later though. Getting caught up with your Covenant and getting to Renown 80 is one of the first things that you should aim to do. Gaining Renown is nice and easy, it's as it was before. Do your Covenant call-ins, the world bosses, any campaign quests that you've not already done, and then dungeons, raids and PvP to earn more Renown. It goes up quite steadily, so don't worry about it being another 40 levels. A little side note now, which is a nice improvement: once you get to level 80 with one Covenant, you can now buy an item for 500 gold that lets you instantly get to Renown 40 with a different Covenant, and you can now swap between Covenants easily with absolutely no penalty, just simply by talking to the NPCs in Oribos where you originally picked your Covenant. Now let's talk about Legendaries. They now go up to rank 6, and there's a new currency called Soul Cinders that you'll need for ranks 5 and 6. If you already have a rank 4 legendary, you'll only need Soul Cinders and the base item to upgrade it to rank 5 or 6, no Soul Ash. This can be done quite quickly now because Torghast is actually repeatable. You can do the same wing of Torghast as many times as you want and always get the max reward from doing that layer. So what people tend to do is usually do a level 9 Torghast run and just keep repeating that because it's quite efficient. It usually takes around 6 or 7 runs of a level 9 Torghast to eventually get enough Soul Cinders to get straight to rank 6 legendary. There have also been some improvements to Torghast to make the runs faster and less painful. A new Tower Knowledge system has been added to give you perks for your runs and generally make it less of a pain to complete, which will gradually level up the more Torghast you do. You can send Soul Ash between characters now as well by purchasing a box of Soul Ash from this NPC in KORTHIA. The box costs 300 Soul Ash and can be opened to gain 250 Soul Ash, so it costs you 50. But it's a nice way to quickly give Soul Ash to an alt to get them a legendary without having to do the Torghast on that character. You can also now destroy legendaries to get the full Soul Ash cost back. You don't get the base item back or the missive, so obviously this is going to cost you that, but it's a nice way to get some Soul Ash and save you from doing loads of runs. Flying is now unlocked in Shadowlands zones, other than the Moor, so all you need to do for this is get to level 44 Renown and then complete the campaign quest that unlocks at that level. It's really quick to do and it's nice and easy, no rep grinding required, so this is another thing that you'll unlock pretty quickly once you get back. So let's discuss gearing up. So you can now buy some catch-up gear using Stygia that you get from the Moor when you get to KORTHIA. KORTHIAN armaments give you a random gear piece, but you can also get specific slots to stop bad luck ruining your day, from Duchess Minx in KORTHIA. The base item level of these pieces of gear is 200, so it's a good start for anyone that's currently really undergeared or for a new alt. You can also then upgrade this gear once you start gaining rep and research with the factions of KORTHIA to further help increase your item level. Now, there's another system from the raid gear if you're into raiding called Shards of Domination. They're essentially a new system that works similar to sockets that you'll find on some pieces of gear from the 9.1 raid Sanctum of Domination. They basically work like gem sockets in which you can place Shards of Domination, which you'll also loot from the raid, and once you get a few together you then get a nice bonus in power for your character. For anybody with alts, it's also worth noting that you can now send over Conquest and Valor to your alts, so another nice way of potentially catching up an alt there, and you can do this from the vendor that's next to the Flight Master in Oribos. So let's talk about KORTHIA. KORTHIA is a place where you're going to have a lot of work to do basically. There's going to be the rep grinding section of this whole catch-up game. The faction that we're mainly concerned with here is called the Archivist Codex, and you basically gain rep with these guys by turning in items that you can get from all around KORTHIA and also doing quests. Some normal NPCs that you can kill drop these items. There's loads of chests and random things you can loot out in KORTHIA, and also rares drop some items as well. And it's basically just tons of things that you're going to gather. Your bags are going to get full of stuff, and then you can go back to Archivist Rosia, Innkeeper's Respite, and the little cave, and then turn these in. To get access to this system though, you do need to complete a quest line. To start this quest line, you don't actually have to have KORTHIA unlocked, so you can go to KORTHIA at any point you want, just through the moor, and then start this quest line. Now basically you need to loot a treasure when you're in KORTHIA, which will drop an item called Researching KORTHIAN Relics that starts that quest, and then you go and turn that in, complete the following quests, there's about 10 of those, and then you get the Archivist Codex reputation unlocked, and then you can turn in these items. So from this point then you're going to want to start doing dailies in KORTHIA, get that done, have a little run round, kill as many rares, loot as many treasures as possible, and hand all them things in. There is a way of farming Archivist Codex reputation and catalogue research, which is called rift farming, but that's something that you're probably going to do later down the line when you just want to get pushed through those last few ranks. Because this is the faction that we mentioned earlier, which is going to enable you to buy the item to put sockets on your gear, and also to buy the item to randomly upgrade your conduits to item level 252, which is currently the max. So I think that is pretty much the basis of what you are going to be doing in 9.1.5 currently, and the things you're going to have to work on to catch up. I do hope that's helped if you just returned. If you've got any questions, then do leave me a comment and I will do my best to help you. And with that said, thanks for watching guys, I've been LazyBeast, have a great day, goodbye.